So this is the game. Hello and welcome to CSS Hell, where you have to be subjected to 15 unmanageably torturous CSS puzzles. The mechanics of the puzzle are simple. For each peg, there is a hole, and each peg must overlap, even just a little, with its corresponding hole. To accomplish this, you will add CSS properties to certain divs. Click on any div to see its properties and add your own. All divs have a limit on the number of properties that can be added, usually just one or two, and some are locked. No properties can be added. In general, any CSS property is allowed, with a few exceptions that you may stumble across. For that reason, I would recommend keeping the MDM reference handy. We're going to do it without that. That's a cheat sheet. We're going to do these without anything, hopefully. There's also a hint button, and should you require Mercy, solutions can be found in the GitHub repository. I've tested each puzzle on Safari, Firefox, and Chrome. Safari needs version 17. You'll never need to open the developer console or modify the page directly. Thus concludes my monologue. Good luck, you'll need it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It should be fun. Okay, let's begin. Round peg, add CSS. So this one's locked. I can't add CSS to that one, so I have to move the peg to the hole. Add CSS. Transform. Oh, this is under my head. Nice thinking. Unfortunately for you, animation, offset, perspective, scale, transform, and translate are forbidden. They just told me I could use anything, and like a few things would be locked. Then you take, you can move that around. That's handy. That's kind of annoying because that's definitely how I would do it. I guess we'll try something else here. Margin left of 300 pixels. 400 pixels. Hey, we did it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Round peg, round hole. Cool. And as long as they overlap a little bit, we're good. Nice. Well done. You've grasped the mechanics of the game. Don't start feeling too cocky, though. Things are about to get much harder. Starting now. I'm guessing these are locked? Yeah, okay. Why are they harder? So there's weird things done on the right and the top here. It is a position absolute. Okay, my question here, though. Oh, what? What am I allowed to add CSS to? Oh, I can add CSS to the box. Not to A. Not to B. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, that is harder. Left of 50 pixels. No, I can't overwrite what they've already done by the looks of it. Okay, it's going to rotate this is my question. Rotate 45 degrees. Okay, good. So I think we need more than that. So let's do a rotate of 70 degrees. 60 degrees. This feels a little CSS battle-y, but in a little bit of a different way. Then we want the height of this to be 300 pixels. Oops, I'm doing it all there. Height 300 pixels. I wonder if he did this without any... I can only do two properties? Ooh. Oh, wait, then I won't do a rotate. We're going to do a transform. That's kind of annoying. I wonder if this is CSS only, because of the way, like, I have some certain limitations with how I'm interacting with this. I'm very curious. Property name is going to be transform. I can't transform. Okay, this got really hard really fast. This is bad. If I had more than two properties, I can think of a lot of ways to do this. Width 600 pixels? But then we're column. Because I could do like align items end, but that only gets me my A there. I might need a hint. I'm not gonna use it yet. Once I figure this out, I think the other one, this is gonna like teach me how the other ones work, hopefully. How the heck would you do this? My idea was I rotate it and then make it tall enough, spread them out, and then you can just like add a margin to get it where you need it to go. If I do this as a height instead, maybe if I do height of like 100, let's say 200 pixels just for fun? 300, no, okay. I was hoping that they would separate already, because if they did, maybe I could have rotated it in a different way. I'm missing something. That's I'm going to feel dumb when I get this one, right? And then let's just try. Margin left. And if we do that, 350. Okay, I did have the right idea. because I was thinking like I need these to line up and actually be on them. It just needs to touch. So I was touching by 1 pixel there. Okay. Nicely done. I see you're starting to get the hang of things. Some backend engineers didn't make it this far, but I'm only getting started. Trust me, it's all downhill from here. Why is this one hard? I can do 2 properties. Rotate 180 degrees. Oh no, there's a transform origin on there to screw me up. Okay. Oh, that's mean. I should have read the things that were on there already. Okay, so I can't rotate it. Flex direction of row reverse. And then margin. This one is easier. Okay, margin top of 300 pixels. They sort of screwed with you there, though, because they're teaching you to like rotate on that previous one, and then you try rotating and you couldn't rotate. Okay, that one I feel a bit better about now. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed my little transform origin trick. Or maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about, in which case forget I even said anything. It's fine. Anyway, I'm tired of giving you freebies. I can't wait to see how you tackle this next one. I can add to both of them. I can add 1 property to both of them. Margin. It's bad practice to mix shorthands and non-shorthand properties, and I don't like bad practice. Okay, so we can't use margin. Now it's not going to let me do translates either, right? That's always off. Translate, yeah, just making sure. I can't move it with margin. I can't move it with translate. I can't move it. Padding doesn't do anything. Can I do, that's a seat. Margin inline start. 40 pixels. Aha! Nice. Oh, I have a margin. Oh, wait, add margin inline start negative 100 pixels. There we go. So yeah, do not mix inline margins with the logical properties along with the non-logical ones. That is a disaster waiting to happen. Spectacular. I would have never thought to do that. Just kidding. That's probably the first thing I would have thought of, or maybe the second after this puzzle is too easy. Anyway, I regret to inform you that I've run out of easy puzzles. From here on out, they'll become a little diabolical. It will help if you think outside of the box. I feel like that's a hint. There is no box. Okay. I can't add any CSS to that one, so we're only moving this one. Think outside the box. Can I make my own selectors? Play around with the body? Like what's position? I can do 1 rule only. Why can I only do 1 rule? I feel like scroll of truth is like a hint in this though. But I don't know how I could use that. I can do 1 property. I can't do a translate. I need to move it a lot. Think outside the box. I can't do a shorthand for margin because there's already margins applied. Padding 400 pixels. Why can I not use padding? Oh, padding is already set to 0. All the things I'm thinking of, I can't use. That doesn't count? Oh, come on. That's annoying. What if I did a add box shadow of 0, 0, 100 VW red? 0. No, okay. I was hoping that would cheat it as well. It's saying scroll, but I can't scroll. Do I make my window smaller? Oh my goodness. Oh no, okay. Oh wait, does it have a position property on there? It doesn't have, 1 second. Add CSS. Position fixed. It is that. And then, let's just open up the DevTools then. The responsive mode. Almost. Almost. Okay, let's get out of this mode just for fun. If I just make my window smaller. See, it just shrinks everything that way. I can't do it that way. Okay. Almost. The scroll of truth. So we can't use margin. because I can only do it on one side. I can only add one property. This one I can't add anything to. I'm really stuck. So I'm oh, I saw someone's position. There's no positioning on here, so inset won't work. I can't move it. I can't get it to move horizontally if I'm using positioning because I only have one property and they're using viewport units. So as much as as big or as small as I make the window, I know it's going into my head right now, but as big or as small as I'm making that, I never get horizontal scrolling. The whole thing is designed with viewport units. So I can create vertical scrolling. I can't create horizontal scrolling. I could probably do it if I did a margin inline start of, even 100 VW. Now I'm going to get it, but now I can't add another property to scroll up and down. I want to move the box that they're inside of. It's think outside the box, but I don't know what else I can. There's nothing I can find to click on. That I don't know what else I can add styles to. They're calling it the school of truth. It has to be something with scrolling, right? This is so frustrating. Position fixed. I hope you didn't spend longer than 72 seconds on that one because that's how long it took my 3-year-old daughter, Casey, to solve. Regardless, I'm impressed by your creativity. I think you deserve a small treat. And by treat, I mean another difficult puzzle. Breathing room. So breathing room is going to do with padding, right? It has to be. So B is locked. I can't move that B. I can't move this B. I can't move that. I can only do A. Oh, can I choose the box? I can also choose the box. Margin block start, 100 pixels. And then on the box, yeah, there's no padding there. So if I just add padding left of 300 pixels, I can only add one property to that. We'll figure this out. 500. Is there a height set on this? There is a height set on this. Does that mean, 1 second, can I just, okay, no. The whole thing's set with viewport units again. If I make it bigger, oh, but then, no, my viewport doesn't change size there. Okay. Breathing room. Oh, but I can add padding to the top of this. Okay, delete that. Add padding of 75 pixels. Too much. 65 pixels, 50 pixels on the top. The right will be 0. The bottom doesn't really matter. And then the left will be 200 pixels, 300 pixels. Oh, we already said 500, right? I thought. But that doesn't help me with my A. Oh, but then, no, but we already have a margin there. Oh, wait. Can I use it? No, inset's already set. Padding on this one too? There we go. Okay. Breathing room. The titles are pretty good hints at what you need to do. The breathing room padding made sense. Okay. Nicely done. You must consider yourself a real genius for working that one out. I think it wasn't bad, right? I have to admit, it looks like you've gotten a solid grip on manipulating divs, so let's spice things up. Oh no. Now I can taunt you from within the level first. Text. Div, text, peg. So, this is kind of interesting because if you have text, I'm assuming it's supposed to be a string of text, but if I use a display grid or a display flex, it does become a flex item. Because there's a cool thing with text is even if text isn't in a span or whatever, if you just have a string of text and the parent, as long as there's other stuff in there like divs or spans or whatever, everything on the page has to be a box. So a string of text will get wrapped in an anonymous box. You can't select that box, but it gets a box around it and it becomes a flex item or a grid item. We can do this one. We have a border, cursor, position. We can't add padding. We can't add margin. Just for fun, let's just say height. I don't think this is the right thing. We'll just say 75 VH, just to give ourselves a big box to work within. This I can't change. I can't add another property there. Width, 1ch. What? Why can't I add a width? And I can only do one property. And can I move this? No. Locked, one property, nothing, one property. I can't touch that one and I can't touch that one. I have to do it on this one. If I could do a couple of properties on here, that would help me. I'm thinking the margin shouldn't work on there, but it's not. Oh, I think the margin shouldn't work on that though. If it is just a string of text or a span or whatever. Figure of speech. And they brought in text. It would come to reason that it would be something to do with text. How can I was going to say, if I made the font size a lot bigger, it might push it down. I was trying to do it at the margin. If I can't do that. Oh, but if it's font stuff, I could do a font. Maybe I don't want to do a height on here. Because font properties are inherited, right? So if I add, this to say color, is this going to blue? Yeah, okay. So font properties are inherited. I can do a font property on here, and I can do a font property on here. So let's start with, font size won't work though, because we have a font size here. Ah, that sucks. Line height won't do anything, right? That should be good actually. And then if I go in here, then I can actually add the margin right or left, I guess would work. Okay. I don't know if that was the right solution, but it worked. It seems you use my words against me. Ha ha ha. Very well then. My next puzzle ends the careers of 4 promising front-end engineers. Let's see how you stack up. Boxes. We're in a Figma site now. Boxes, divs and divs and divs. Line height and letter space. Oh, letter spacing would have been smarter. That would have been cool to actually just sort of push it all over. Time for a brief beginner monologue. Brief villain. Hard choices. Time for a brief villain monologue. You see, it all began with my father and you're not listening. I was hoping something here would help us. Hard choices does not seem like a hint to me like the other titles were. I have one property to do this with. White space, no wrap. Let's try, because if I do a width of 600 pixels, there's already a width. 50 VW. Oh wait, okay, this is sort of cheating. Letter, somebody mentioned it for the last challenge. I think that, no, that's not gonna work though. Oh, that would have been a good one. But I can only, because the texts are different lengths, that doesn't work. Unless, is there something is that the only thing I can select? Locked, 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 locked. Ah, that would have been a fun one if the letter spacing had worked. But yeah, smart doing it. And then they're making sure the text doesn't wrap, because maybe you could cheat a little bit with that one somehow. I'm not sure how. The font size won't change anything. Again, if we had more than one thing I could declare, I would try. There's no display flex on it. These, is there? No. It's like switch the flex direction and then add a bunch of margin to it. Wow. I'm not coming up with any ideas. Few people saying it is text related what I need to do. There's already a font size. Letter spacing doesn't work. I think this is the first thing, and then I'm supposed to do something else to get it to go there. I feel like the logical properties are cheating right now. Maybe I'm wrong. But is there another way? That's so frustrating. Okay. Is there another way that I could move that over without doing, it's on the parent only that I can select. Letter spacing doesn't work. Oh wait, what if I did letters? No. What? Oh wait, letter spacing, again, spacing. I was using pixels. What if I did 0.5 em? One five? No, okay. Because it's, yeah. This letter spacing should be bigger than that one, I would think. But that's not working. And I'm guessing something like CQI won't work. Close. Closer, but still not the right thing because one of them's longer than the other one. Letter spacing in VW. I should have thought of that. 0.5. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Same problem. We have less text and more text. So if the spacing is the same in them, that's not going to work. I need this one's letter spacing to be smaller than that one if I did it. Zooming is working for that one, but not that one. Because we have oh wait, we could do that. Letter spacing. There's no way that's the right thing though, is it? And then let's just say oh, and then do this in VW. Because if that's in, no, that one's still actually changed. Oh, the font size is changing on that one. Oh, but then if I just did, is that the real solution to that one? I could have done it with the margin too. I think this is more in line with what we wanted. The humorous thing. Anyway, don't mind me. Okay, we're going to look at all the things we have and spend a bit more attention on these. I think we're at number 9. Okay, so our div on the outside, I have one property. Let's just see. I can add to the A and I can add to the box. I can do one property on each, and that's the only things I can do is this one and this one, which is kind of weird. My div is one viewport solid pointer, position relative, width of 40 VW, height of 5 VW, margins are on there. Position relative. So is it positioned relative to this? I have a height on there already, but I could add padding to this. Let's just try something here. Let's do padding top of 100 pixels. Oh, that's interesting. Why doesn't B move? Height, width, color, text line, font size, font weight, cursor, position relative. Is it positioned relative to A? 1 second. Top 100 pixels. That should work. Margin top of 100 pixels. What's this position? Why, if this is position relative, and this is position relative, why can I move this, but anything I do on this doesn't move B? B has a top set. B doesn't have a top set, does it? Oh, it does have a top. Ah. Sorry, I didn't see that. Thank you. If B has top set, does that mean I just shrink the viewport down again? Apparently not. My window is so weird. As soon as I get a scroll bar, I can't resize it. A is easy, but I feel like something I'm doing, position relative on A. It feels like there's a position relative here on purpose, and I can't figure out what it is. Oh, I can't add CSS to that one. Oh, wait. No, there is a position relative here. Just for fun. Top. I think I tried this, no? Oh, that did work. Okay. But it doesn't help me. Oh my god, I can move the text. Don't mind me. This is position relative to that, isn't it? Margin top is already done. Font padding top 300 pixels. The black box in this one is red herring. So you see, Casey, margin top doesn't affect non-replaced inline. Oh, you're back. I honestly thought you would be the last. That would be the last of you. Well, haha, well done. Let's see what to give you next. Maybe I'll put one of my unspeakably evil folder. Oh no, not floats. I thought I would take a moment. Oh wait, if this is floats, there's definitely gonna be something to make the text longer, and then stuff is going to align. I thought I would take a moment to read to you some scripture. The following is from the MDM. The float CSS property places an element on the left side of the right of its container, the left or right side of its container, allowing text and inline elements to wrap around it. The element is removed from normal flow of the page, though still remaining part of the flow, in contrast to absolute positioning. Ah, the great mystery of flow. We don't understand it, yet we believe in it nonetheless. I can't touch B. I can't touch A. I Can't do anything with that A. I have two divs for some reason, and I can't do anything on the outside div, and I add one property to the inside div. Font size is related to the viewport, so if I change the size of the viewport, things move a little bit, but not enough. Oh, we have black boxes here. Aha! I can do these. So I think this one, let's add some CSS. We already have a width. Darn. I can't scale, right? No. I want that to be moved over more so my A can get to here. Or wait. No, we have a width. If it was the full size, if I can get this to stretch from one side to the other without a transform, without a scale, without a width. Margin left of 100%. Okay. We just need to push that one all the way over. Then this one, I also have access to this div, so I'm not sure what I need to do on that div. On this div, we're going to do a line. I think I got this one. Line height, 7, 1.8, 2, 3. Oh, did you see that? The 4 was almost right on. 3.5. Nah. Okay, we can do 3. And then I have float right, height, width, margin left, margin right of 2VW, and then 1VW. I don't know why I'm using VW, just they were using VW, so I'm using VW. 2VW, and then I just change that line height on this one to be smaller. Not quite. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? We're so close. Let's make this in pixels instead. I feel like margin's the right one to be using because they did a left and they didn't block margins completely. Margin right. Oh, wait, I can make the margin right bigger. Margin right of like 100 pixels to make the tech. That makes more sense. I was trying to hack that one. Oh, okay, we got one. We're back on track. Nice. Splendid, just splendid. You're shaping up to be quite the CSS wizard. Speaking of wizardry, I have this neat little disappearing trick. This is going to be with opacity, right? Or something. Round peg, round hole, extreme. Nice. There's something on this page that I can't see, isn't there? But how do I find it? Select all. Aha. Add CSS. Color is transparent. Background is... Oh, I can't do a background. Oh, there's a transparent. Do I just have to get it there without seeing it? Margin left of 400 pixels? 500. There it is. Okay, that one was actually... We're getting easier now. Okay. I know that was a little cheap. The classic invisible div with the default cursor trick. Well, you've bought me enough time to come up with a proper challenging puzzle. Take a look. A has to go all the way down. B needs to go all the way down. C goes there. I can change this one. This is display grid. Position absolute, which is fine. That doesn't change much. I can add something here. Can I change any of the children? No. So I can't change those. Just for fun, if I add a height, I just want to see something. If I do like 100VH. Okay, so those are the... I was just like, maybe they're not children and they somehow ended up in there. Wow, this one's tough. Grid, template, rows. 100 pixels. 700 pixels. See, it's pushing where I need to go down anyway. 500 pixels. Wait. 0 pixels. Oh, maybe we're onto something. 0, 0, 0. We're onto something with this. How big are these guys? this is a height of 5 VW. Grid template rows of 5 VH 5 VW 10 VW. No, that doesn't work. We're close though, I think. 0. Which one's not touching right now? Is it B? C is touching though. Let's just, okay. Okay, 1 second. We're gonna trash that. Let's go in the middle one and do that rotate again. Rotate of 180 degrees. And then back onto this. Grid template rows 0, 0, 0. Except now my C has gone off the top. 100, no, it was 10 VW 0, 0. That has to be like the right idea. And then my div, this div, I just want opacity of 0. Whoops, 0. A is touching. A is where A needs to be. Basically now I just need to get B to go down. Let's go back to the outer one. 100 VW. 10 VW. That doesn't work though, because I need the zeros so the A one is high enough. And then if we go there, that looks better. And then my div 3, B needs to go down, but C is in the right place. Oh wait, but I can just do like a margin top of like 20 pixels. There we go. Okay. I wonder if that was the right answer to that one. That feels really hacky in a way. I think the grid, the 0 to shrink them down was the right idea. That level is supposed to be unsolvable. It didn't occur to me. I mean, it's just not good practice to, I really didn't want to do this, but I'm afraid you leave me no choice. Behold the most diabolical puzzle yet, the gauntlet. I like that there's a red herring that I can add CSS to that I have a feeling won't be a red herring for some reason. Okay, the outer box, this has to be a font. Oh, there's already a font size on there. Darn it. I can't change the position of any of the pegs. The C's already touching, which to me feels like we're going to do something that's going to get it moved and then we're going to get it back. But I can't actually write any CSS for any of them anyway. B I can't write CSS for. The whole B I can't write CSS for. The text I can't write CSS for, but the font size is inheriting. That's probably important. There's a red herring that I can actually move around. So, Gauntlet I can't do anything with. The only things I can write CSS for are the red herring and this div. The text inside is inheriting the font size, but the font size is set, so I can't change the font size. And it's a viewport font size, so changing the viewport won't oh, look at that. We're moving stuff around by changing the viewport, though. That feels important and annoying. Oh my god, the C is based on the height, and B is based somehow else. Can I line up B? I can get really close. However they did this to get it to always be like this diagonal mess is insanely frustrating. Okay. There's margin left. Can I add margin? I just want to move it for some reason. Oh. By moving my margin, by moving the red herring, it moved C. That does also feel like, again, maybe that's not what I need to do, but it does feel important. How did they do this? Position left and then the top. Oh, okay, because left is always the same distance, more or less. But then they have it moving diagonally because the top is VH. I don't get why B is moving diagonally. It doesn't really matter too much. The bigger problem is the other ones that I can get really close. I feel like I want to do this. And then do like 500. Oh my goodness. Uh, negative. Something like whatever. I can do something to get it in the right spot. But now how do I get B down? Okay, let's go look at this. I need to make the height of this higher basically. Because if now I could stretch the height of that box, then A and B would touch. Maybe. Um, but it has a width of 13 VW. It doesn't have a height declared on it. This is gonna get us close, but not quite. But I can get 80 VH. Do 75 VH, 70 VH. My A is actually touching, but now the B isn't touching or coming close. I was hoping that for some reason that would help. Vertical, oh wait, if vertical align is set to middle, but I also need the height of it then to stretch. Like a vertical align middle, I can't change the line height. Vertical align middle, and it's an inline block. I feel like that vertical align middle is really important. But I can't select anything else on here, can I? Text, I can't do anything with that text. Wait, is all of this inside the herring? Can I add a height to my herring? Height of 100 VH. Why not? Because it's just text, so it's not letting me do that. Can I add a line height to my herring? Line height of 10, 12. Yeah, even a singular one here should work. 500. Oh, there we go. Okay. 40, 50, 60. Because it's always going to center in that space, right? Because that's what the vertical line middle is influencing that. And then if I come on this and I add the height of 70 VH we did before. Ah, that stupid thing. Oh, wait, I'm touching. I'm definitely touching. Now my problem is C, or no, A's off again now too. Oh my god. This is annoying. Text related property on the box, and you were right about margin on the herring. Okay, so the herring was text related property on the box. Not that box. This one. Because the font size is inherit. But we have a font size, we have a line height. I can't do either of those. It's gonna be one of these stupid ones. I can't do line height. What's another font size related property? I'm not good with font. Like, all the like text transform. Oh, is it hyphenation? How do you? I never use hyphenation. Is it hyphens? No, it's not hyphens. Oh, it is. Okay, that might work. Then we resize things somehow. Oh, we're touching. There we go. And then on the herring, I knew that overflow on that text. I should have clued in on that. Margin right, 300 pixels. 100, no, negative 300 pixels. So frustrating. Okay. You survived the gauntlet. I spent months designing that one. This is getting out of hand. You shouldn't have made it this far. Perhaps I need to employ more extreme properties. Ruby Align? Oh god. No, it's only supported on Chrome. Object fit? Too cliche. Conic gradient madness. I know conic gradients, but I don't know how they're going to help me here. I can't move that one. I can't move that one. I can play one thing on my conic gradient. There's nothing else on here, right? I can only do the div that has the conic gradient. The gradient is just a background though, so that has to be a red herring, right? That it is a gradient, I mean. We can't, I can do left, right. No way. That the conic gradient was definitely the red herring there. As soon as I saw this was the shorthand, the longhand, and not the shorthand, I was like, wait a second. Gosh, you can see straight through my smoke and mirrors. Well, then, it looks like you really bested me. You truly are a master of CSS. What? You want one more puzzle? Just for old time's sake. Goodbye. We can't move B. We can only move A. There's no margin on A. They're not doing that twice in a row, though. B. Text align center, font size. I mean, I have to try. But the margin's going to move the other one, right? What? Margin left. Oh, wait. I was so dumb. I didn't realize it was the wrong one. This is like looking at the things. Do I have to like hunt down some missing ones here? Okay. So I don't think there's a hidden div anywhere. Someone's saying to look in the corners, but didn't they go far enough in the corners there? Let's try that one more time. Margin. Oh wait, margin might be a bad... No, margin could be a bad idea because technically... No, it's position absolute though. So if it is causing it to go like off screen, you would think they wouldn't make it go too far off, but like this is such a frustrating game that you never really know. But I just see white. Endless white. The only thing I think of is there's something underneath it, but even if there was something underneath it, it wouldn't change me that I got A on top. What if I resize things? We've been doing that. No. It's not involving resizing. Oh, somebody just said, thank you, QW. Is it even, I don't even know if you guys can see it. Let me move my window down this way. Okay. There's a resizer up in the top right. That's in, well, once you know it's there. That's giving me B, at least. Oh, and that also gave me A. That was it. You didn't have to write anything. Do my eyes deceive me? You solved each and every one of my puzzles. I would have given up on that last one, I think, at one point. So thank you for the tip. I must say I had very little faith in you to begin with, but you truly showed your worth. Now you've endured my punishment for spreading your anti-CSS propaganda. You're free to go. So long. Wait, where are you going? There was a lot. That was the last puzzle. This is not a level. Is there a level now, or is it... yeah, I'm curious. Should I try doing this? Is this actually a level, or is this just to drive us insane? If it's actually a level, I'll try and figure it out. Whoops, wrong thing. Oh, scroll. Oh, what's that? Seriously, where are you taking that? You can turn around. There's nothing down here. Self-destruction button. I mean, that sign could mean literally anything. Yes. Look, yes, I have gone a little far with making the pig invisible or hiding it inside a div 1 pixel wide, but how about we let bygones be bygones? You don't want to do this. Okay, you want me to say I'm sorry? I'm sorry I put a literal red herring that actually wasn't a red herring. Are we even now? I'm not joking around anymore. Turn around. Just remember, even if you end me, it won't change things. It won't change the truth about you. The truth you won't even admit to yourself. You like CSS. Self-destruct. There we go. Oh, it's over. I'm finished. My CSS torture chambers all destroyed. You should go before the margins collapse. You should go before the margins collapse. You know, you've taught me something incredible today. Maybe the real vertically aligned div was the friends we made along the way. I don't think I'm going to make it. Tell Cassie that I wish she could use relative font sizes more often. It's just more responsive to different screen sizes and zoom settings. I think I'm going. I see the light. It's F6, F5, EB. That was fun. Yeah, I'm glad that people told me to do that. It was a nice a nice little thing to do there. I thought that was a lot of fun. Really well made. A lot of very hard things there. A lot of very frustrating things for sure. I wasn't sure how difficult it would be, but the Marcos Acosta here, who created this, it's funny. I've been recently 2023, and I never heard about it, and then the last like week or 2 weeks, a bunch of people have been mentioning it to me. So I guess it's doing a little. It must have somebody obviously heard about it and talked about it, and then it's hitting its virality now.